Paul Stadlen, previously media advisor to the then PM Datuk Seri Najib Razak, has been charged in absentia with money laundering involving 15 million ringgit. The British-born PR consultant fled Malaysia immediately after Najib lost power in last May's general elections. Sources say investigators have traced the source of money to the Pekan MP, who himself has been slapped with 42 charges of criminal breach of trust and money laundering linked to the State Investment Fund 1MDB. They also confirmed that a Malaysian lawyer would also be brought to court tomorrow on the same charge. Stadlen had worked for UK-based APCO International, which did work for Najib immediately after he became PM in 2009. He later left APCO to work directly for Najib and was part of a large communications network that was outside the official press team in the PM's office. UMNO President Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi was slapped with another charge of criminal breach of trust involving 260,000 ringgit belonging to Yayasan Akal Budi. Ahmad Zahid was charged for dishonestly using the money to make a payment to TS Consultancy and Resources 3 years ago. The former Deputy Prime Minister pleaded not guilty. He now faces a total of 47 charges, comprising 12 counts for CBT, 8 counts of bribery and 27 counts of money laundering. If found guilty, he faces a jail term of up to 20 years, whipping and fine. The court set February 28th for remention. Public Bank saw its fourth quarter net profit slip by 5% to 1.4 billion ringgit, mainly on higher other operating expenses as well as an increase in non-operational forex loss. This is despite revenue improving by 5% to 5.6 billion ringgit. Despite the contraction in the fourth quarter, the lender says full-year net profit rose to a new high of 5.6 billion ringgit on the back of 22 billion ringgit in income, which rose 6% year-on-year. It declared a second interim dividend of 37 cents per share. Public Bank founder and chairman emeritus Tan Sri Dr. Teh Hong Piao describes 2018 as being marked by a more moderate economic growth, with increased headwinds on both global and domestic front as banks were faced with a more challenging business climate. Moving forward, Teh says the overall outlook for the domestic banking sector is likely to remain stable, underpinned by the resilience in private sector activity, such as ongoing demand for affordable housing and growing SMEs. Matrix Concepts saw a 31% drop in third quarter net profit to 48.61 million ringgit, no thanks to lower margins due to a change it made in its product mix. Matrix says it sold more affordable residential units as compared with industrial properties in the previous quarter. Revenue rose 7.3% to 285.65 million ringgit due to higher sales of residential and commercial development properties. It declared a single-tier interim dividend of 3 cents per share. Chairman Dato Muhammad Haslan Muhammad Amin says the company is on track to achieve another record year with its best-ever new sales and revenue performance. Matrix is expecting an over 80% take-up for its residential and commercial properties this fiscal year. It is aiming to launch 1.7 billion ringgit worth of projects. Australia has reportedly rejected a bid for political asylum by Cyril Azhar Umar, one of the two men convicted of killing Mongolian national Altan Tuya Sharibu. Cyril was the former bodyguard of Datuk Seri Najib Razak. He fled to Australia in 2014 while on bail, claiming that he was merely carrying out orders of his superiors. However, ABC News reports that a tribunal in Sydney rejected his claim and said it found no suggestion that a state-ordered assassination would amount to a political crime. ABC News said this means he faces eventual deportation. However, that would only happen after Malaysia abolishes the death penalty, as it is Australian policy not to expel anyone facing a death sentence in their home country. Last year, Cyril said he was willing to spill all on Altan Tuya's murder if Malaysia gave him a full pardon.